Hi, good afternoon. Today is Be Connected in the Lord. You know the channel. It is Be Connected. Today I'm very happy to be here. Very happy to be here and to talk a little bit, about what we see, going on, in this universe right now, in this whole good universe, the Most High God created. Is golden and is great. Our only hope. Okay, our only hope. Today we basically going to talk about what you see, about everything we can see. Who can't really, you can feel no hope when you see what now thing. A lot of people don't talk. You don't. Maybe sometimes we hear that talking about in the news, especially hard thing, prices and stuff. The guys' prices, basically for people who really work minimum wages, so you can see how hard it's gonna be, how pressure can be, but what's going on happening right now. Even though you might have no problem in this particular thing I'm talking today, some people might have enough, they don't feel the pressure. And sometimes even you might don't feel the pressure, but your eyes can see the difference of the price of the thing that you used to buy. Might be not the same, because your pocket might be full. You don't, it's not a problem, but anyway, you're gonna see it anyway. Because when things happen, it's different, people can see difference, what was before, what is right now. Brothers and sisters, we can see, especially today, I'm mostly talking about people who really work, minimum wages. So where the government, Biden, after he elected, even in his when he was elected, talking during his campaign, he was promised that there must be raise the price of how much to pay the minimum wage. Maybe he said $7. We live in a world right now. Everything is very high prices. We cannot be in your be just blindfold and not seeing stuff like that. Because when you go to Publix, when you see whatever places you go, you always put your head. When you go buying, the grocery thing that you normally people supposed to have to eat. Right now we can see more people walking in the street, more homeless people, because the price of the rent went very high. On one occasion, in 1 year, so long time, you could put $50 up in your price of the rent, sometimes $100. Now, the landlord have no problem, because we live in a time, the Most High God said, and the Jesus Christ, with Roshaya said, people will have no longer loving for others. They're going to just, love money, love stuff, wealth, and have no problem with wealth, because with wealth you can do what the person cannot do. But also, greed coming right now in this earth, I'm telling you, is horrible. It is terrible to see how human being right now just seeing money. And one question, even though if this president can say that, or Joe Biden can say Okay, raise of the minimum wages to $14 or $15 per hours. Think about it. For a mother, even if you have one children, it's still going to be nothing. Think about it when it was $7.50, or how hard it was always been for the poor. That means people in the middle classes, people who always don't have nothing, you're still going to stay in the same position unless something happens, unless those people would find any great opportunity. You see what I'm talking? When you see this thing, when you see people, just money, it's like you're not even thinking about the other people. It's like people right now become more and more careless and less of, to be considerate, have some kind of consideration to understand, because the job, when all the prices rise up, the job is the same. Some people still get paid $10, and I know that some people still pay $9.50. Imagine that. How people pay that much? How you make your bill? How you gonna pay your rent? People really in a big trouble right now. When you go to Publix, a little for bottle half calories by hour, you can but it's now $10, is 14, 15. And not only Publix, I'm talking every places. Every price goes up, but the money is the same or less. Because some people, some jobs don't have job to give it to hours, they usually give it to you. You understand? That's why today I'm talking. I go this way, for those of you who can hear, people can see. And what I see, I go to Publix once. If I see a person, and the IO was, talking, to say, my God, what's the price of this? The price of this? Look at the price. People see, brothers and sisters, everything. Because we have a problem right now. The gas price is rise up like crazy. Okay? The regular is $5 some place, it is more. And the premium is 6 something, 7 something. Imagine that. Where it is gonna go if people, the government in this country, don't see those things. Thinking about these people who live in, maybe me, I might talking about this thing, because those people basically, the package is full. They don't have the problem for guys. They don't have problem to know how they're gonna eat tomorrow. They don't have the problem to know how they're going to pay the rent next month or even this one. They don't have those problems because everything is in their head. They sleep normally, they don't have no stress. But it's good sometimes if you see and listen, and have some kind of consideration to see, even those job, just company, to understand everything is rise up like this. I'm supposed to at least pay those people a little bit better than that. But how they gonna do that? They have to raise up what they have. They have to raise up anything they sell. If they sell anything, they have to raise that too. You understand? That's what now we live in a time that we have to see those things and to see how they're gonna fix those things. How it is gonna be fixed sometime when you see everything going up continually, and then people don't know what to do. everybody in the same circumstances everywhere. Maybe every country, because I'm not the person who travel really that much really, and you can see how the other country, but I'm sure this country where I am, have to consider, how things have to be. I mean, even though I heard when gas prices was beginning to rise up, and I headed to my two year, and then President Biden said, please don't raise the price of the gas. What? That's not happening. It's like nobody was here. Please don't do that. Maybe he would just say the word, but this would go have no meaning, and the ear, no one. You understand? Even me, I might talking about this. Some people might really see what I'm saying here. It is right, it is true. But unless the person who is in power only those people can do something. Brothers and sisters, the Bible was saying that. Since I'm living, I never seen nothing that talking about in this great book we call the Bible. So we can see, we're not seeing it, we're seeing it. We're living in a time of prophesying where people living in the depression, where people don't really lack each other. People everywhere, money, how to make money. Yes, we cannot live in without money, but also we need to consider those things. Also, we have to see how people who don't have going to live when prices of the thing. People have to do 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Okay, when you get paid $10, how many hour job you have to hold? You almost cannot even sleep in your bed because you have to job because not so many people fortunate finish high school, not so many people fortunate, and then to have a career. Even people right now who have a career, they're in problem too, they're in trouble too. Because how much money they're gonna get paid to save you for them to live a normal life, a normal life. So it might be a little bit better than people pay $10. Even people who get a career, even now you can pay $20, $20 or $21 or more, $30, $40. You still have problem because the rent is high. Those people rent is high. Every people have to cut back. Even if they used to eat 3 meals, whatever, they have to cut. Brothers and sisters, the government have to see is a war and there. Billions of the dollars come out of this country to give support to the other country. Isn't the thing that we should really do? We live in a time prophesying. Okay, the word of the Most High is not being accomplished more than ever. We see with our 2 eyes. We need to see, brothers and sisters, how we can change. We can change our mind. It's time for us to put ourselves together with our neighbors, where sometimes nowadays the first thing to come and make a barrier between people and people is so-called corona, this virus, where everybody can know where this come from, to destroy the whole universe like this, because the devil have his fear and everything's going on in this earth. But for us who believe in the Most High, for us who trust in His power and His living hope, we have to looking for our hope in heaven. We have to pray more than ever. We have to seek His presence more than ever, because it's It's the time people losing faith like crazy, brothers and sisters. If you don't have your feet in the rock, you know, that's a God give the parable. Jesus put the parable of of the building, how you have to build your faith in God. We're not building our faith in the Most High God, brothers and sisters. A lot of us gonna go down to down to the ground. But let's continue to look favor of God. That's my word to you. Okay, continue to seek the grace of the Most High. Continue to with Him. Trust me. With Him, there's no loss. He's gonna be there when you feel you don't have nothing. When you feel you don't know what to do. That's when you're gonna see His power. That's when you're gonna see His grace. But in our life as a Christian, we have to always see the power of the Most High. We have to always put Him in the first place in our life. Because some people have tendency because of the money. That's what Jesus Christ give the parable again. Where your treasure, where your heart is. Where your heart is, where your treasure. Where you put your heart and money, where you put your heart and your wife and your children. It's good to love those people. I'm just saying that, and God recommended that, But our hope has to be in the Messiah. But then sister, I'm going to read this little verse in the Bible, and it's so brief. Chapter 16. Chapter 16. Okay. Verse 6. Say, thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, has dashed in pieces the enemy. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, we have enemy. Why? We don't know if we have enemy. We don't seek for that, because you can see in the Bible, King David, we see a lot of example. King David or other people or the disciples, they didn't look for trouble, but sometimes trouble come to you. When trouble comes to you, but since you have to have your hope and go dependent and not in your power, not in your confidence, you have to depend in God. Depend yourself in God, brothers and sisters. That's why the verse right in the Bible. So you say that thy glory, thy right hand, because the hand of God, it is strong. The hand of God can help us to move forward. When we feel there is no way, there is a way. God always going to make a way if you believe. That's what He said that in Psalm 91. See, say that if you read Psalm 91, has a lot of 10. That it said 10,000 might be in your left and 10,000 in your right, or whatever, and top and you on the battle everywhere. But if you believe in Him, He's gonna give you the strength that you needed. We need strength in Jesus Christ. We need strength not in ourselves. We not can be ourselves sufficient, brothers and sisters. We need our Savior. We need His coming. For those of you who never have a peace in Jesus Christ, we never know the power of this great Savior, this great who was coming in this universe to die for our sins. Okay, so we can have eternal life. But He has His people in this earth. He has His people in this earth. You have to know who you are, the first thing. You have to seek to know, because some people say it's not matter. It is matter to know who you are. But you know who you are, you will know how to act further. You will know how to love other people. You will know how to love your own nation, because sometimes people have a different choice. They said, okay, this is this nation. They look at Jamaican people, they look at Black American people, all the different Black people, and then to African people, or the generations, and then Haitian people or whatever, Martinican people. We all, what we do, we differentiate ourselves. We don't know if you're one nation, because a nation who not connected together and not not stay together, not stick together, was to have no power and no strength. Divided. Okay, the world is divided. We will have no strength. I won't have no strength, because we have to start to see ourselves, love Black folk. We are one nation. We want to get us from where we are. That doesn't mean if you drop you in Jamaica, you're a different person. That doesn't mean if you drop you in Haiti, that doesn't mean you're not the same person they take from, Africa. Why the Bible said in Deuteronomy 28, they was going to drop us, get us by the ship, drop us everywhere. So that doesn't mean we're all over the place. What if we unify? If we unify in the Most High, what's going to happen? We're going to become the great nation. We're going to have power. But without God, no power, brothers and sisters. And the first power you need to have, it is the power of the Most High. Let's seek for His power. Let's seek for His greatness. If you're great, you can be great in the Most High God. Without Him, trust me, your greatness is going to be not that long to see. But if you can appreciate yourself in Jesus Christ, brothers and sisters, there's more hope on that. Let's seek His power. Let's stay in His presence. Let's seek His grace. Your confidence will be greater. If you have confidence, it's going to be greater, because God Himself can give you great confidence when you believe in Him, when you trust in Him. Brothers and sisters, we live in the last day. You who haven't have this peace in your life, please seek His peace, because in the last day there's no excuses. We cannot make excuses, brothers and sisters, because the technology right now is more like difficult. For somebody said that I don't hear from this great name. You have a choice to make, brothers and sisters, believe in Him or not. Okay, today that's where I stay. I hope that you guys subscribe, give this channel a thumbs up, and the Most High God will bless you and return, share, and have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless another time.